And tonight at Capitol High School here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and METRONEWS Television, we've got 7-0 George Washington taking on the 2-3 Capitol High School Cougars as they meet for the first time this season. Longtime head coach of George Washington, Rick Green. Capitol's first-year head coach, a legend Capitol High School player, Cookie Miller, with his team at 2-3 on the year. Got a big home game tonight against the Patriots. Both teams are warming up. We're about 10 minutes or so from tip-off. I talked to both coaches before the game. First, I caught up with GW coach Rick Green. We first talked about their performance on Tuesday night, a win against Huntington, and then also how they handled the long layoff for the weather. All right. Hey, it was good to get on the floor the other night, wasn't it?
It was real good to get on the floor. You know, you don't know. The kids, they were really good. You know, we were able to practice actually Saturday at the OK Dad. So once the weather cleared, we went about an hour and a half. And then Monday, you can't do a whole lot. You're playing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I was really happy with how we came out. Like anybody, there's little things that we kind of lost our rhythm to. But, you know, overall, I was really happy with how we played.
That layoff, I mean, you're a longtime coach, you've experienced those before. What can you do? Is there anything you can do?
No, what really hurt was it was on the end of Christmas break, and we had given them a nice 4 or 5 days off, which was unusual. It's set up, and then boom, you're out again. No, all you can do is express to the kids, whoever comes out of this break playing the best could have a huge advantage to everybody regroups. But then we're fortunate. We've been playing 8, 10, 11, 12 guys at times, so conditioning wasn't a factor. And the kids, they find places to get shots up. I'm sure other areas they're in there getting some shots up. So you just try to regroup and get real basic and review everything and go with it.
Give me a thumbnail assessment of that game against Huntington, your win. What did you do well?
Well, I thought we're still defending well. And that'll start, and that'll be tonight too. If we have to defend well, because then we feed off of that. And to Huntington's credit, he does a really good job, and they're struggling now. He's trying to get control of a couple things. And I know we've had teams, when you have distractions, it's hard, but they're going to regroup and be a lot better, Huntington, before it's over. But I was just happy overall. We kept playing the way we had been playing. We just didn't do it quite as well or quite as smooth.
Coming to this game tonight, you always like to say SGW Capitol. It's, they don't have a lot of height. I saw them early. Pretty scrappy, though, and athletic in spots.
Oh, yeah, I think the main thing they do, which is always Capitol kids, they never quit. They were down to Taze Valley Christian about 10 or so late, and they kept playing and got them by 1. I watched them against Beckley. They're down about 20, and they close out to 8. So you have to play 32 minutes. But that's nothing new. That's what these kids do, when they play, whether it's playing us or anybody. They're fiercely competitive.
We know what kind of player their coach was in high school, Cookie Miller. Do they emulate that any? Do they play like he played? Is that how he coaches?
I'm not sure anybody emulates Cookie, okay, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, they're pretty wide open. They run a few sets, but it's still early on, too. I'm sure he's just trying to get his guys going as well for what he wants. But, no, they're very wide open. They like to run. But really, that's what Capitol has done, from Carl Clark on.
Right.
So it still looks very much like a Capitol team in a lot of ways.
So many times it's about what you do, right? I mean, be concerned about what you do. So what do you do? You said defensively. What else you need to do tonight?
Well, we have to do that. We've got to get our defense set and get them in a half court. And then we got to keep them off the boards. And we got to take care of the basketball because they scramble you. They're real aggressive in the backcourt, and then they'll run you down. So we just have to control what we can control and not get caught up in the crowd. I'm sure it'll be a good crowd. It's GW Capitol. We just talk a lot about don't play the jersey. It's always GW versus GW. And we're really honing in on that with these kids this year because they're buying into that. We got to do what we do and do it as well as we can and hope that works out.
Well, you mentioned to me earlier when I did your game that at some point your bench will narrow some. You had the big layoff. So will you play more players a little deeper in the season than maybe you thought?
Yeah, because part of it, they just haven't separated. It's like and not that anybody's never not trying, but some guys will just get going a little bit, and then here comes another guy, and so, they haven't separated. That's the best way to put it. So I still plan. I think we'll play deep all year at this point. It just leaves Noah and everybody so much fresher coming down the step. And at this point, the kids they've done well. They've earned those minutes. So at this point, we probably won't shorten very much, but we'll see as we get into more and more games.
Okay, so give me the keys here tonight.
The keys, we have to match their intensity. They're going to come out, I'm sure, very hopped up to play us. And then, like a lot of teams, I remember Coach Stover always talked about it, teams play in spurts, and teams that play fast play in spurts. So we have to limit their spurts, make their spurts shorter, and just almost like Aesop's fable, the tortoise and the hare. And we just got to keep doing what we do and weather them in their spurts, and I think we'll be in good shape, or hopefully we should be.
Coach of the George Washington High School Patriots. And when we come back, we'll catch up with Cookie Miller, the head coach of the Capitol High Cougars. This is high school basketball on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item, and as always, earn additional.
Back at Capitol High School, where Capitol will take on GW tonight. Capitol at 2-3 under first-year head coach Cookie Miller. I had a chance to catch up with him just a couple of minutes ago. All right, when I saw you the very first game of the year, you're just basically getting started, right? And so now we had the big weather break and everything. I mean, it's been a challenging year, hasn't it? Already?
Man, from start, man, it's been challenging, but it's good though, man. At the end of the day, I told y'all before 2025 came that it was going to be a lot of changes, and you'll see it today. It's going to be a lot of changes in the roster. Probably a lot of questions of what's going on or whatnot, but hey, we putting everything in line, and we going from A to B to C to D, and not skipping any steps, man, to get to Z.
I know what kind of player you were. I mean, exciting to watch, I'm sure you like to coach that way, is that what the way you played, how do you try to translate that to your kids?
I mean, right now, and I got to go with what we got, man. I ain't have no summer. I ain't have nothing to really kind of put my whole foot in it, and then our staff to put our whole foot in it, man. So right now, we kind of just going and winging it as we go, and day by day, just getting better, man, and hoping for the best.
No substitute for playing hard, so I know your guys play hard, right? Or you're going to demand that they play hard.
Oh, for sure, man. That's one thing that you will see, man, that we playing hard, man. So we got to go with what we got now, man. The cards that we got dealt, it wasn't our cards. And at the end of the day, we making it work, man. At the end of the day, man, of giving it out once the main thing that we're doing is they're reacting to what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So if they wasn't reacting to it, then it would be a problem. But they're reacting. But you got to understand, man, my first week was tryouts. So that's where we at. So at the end of the day, though, man, I'm proud of my guys, of who's buying in. And it's been very challenging, but it's a good challenge.
I know you've been down in some games, and you've been able to come back, make it close in these games. And win some games, obviously, too.
Well, hopefully we don't do that this game, man. And that's kind of the change that we're hoping for, man, to where, like I said, we got some players. We got some players that really love basketball. But at the end of the day, man, they got to come ready every day. Come to practice ready every day. And it's just a day-by-day grind. And the summertime, man, I keep emphasizing summer. You don't get better during the season. you can sharpen up some things, but in the summertime is where you get better in. But right now, like I said, I'm going with what I got, and I'm trying to sharpen up the tools that's already I got, and we going day by day and learning and getting better.
Okay, you know this GW team, they go deep. I mean, and they've got Noah Lewis, big guy. What do you see against them tonight? What are the challenges that they present to you?
Oh, man, he got them guys going, man. They've been together for a good time period, man. So at the end of the day, man, that's something that we're striving for. But at the end of the day, we ain't going to back down. You still got to play. Hey, we might be better today. That's all that matters, is just being better today. So at the end of the day, man, they got Lewis and Coach Green. He's been doing it around, been around for a long time, and he knows the ins and outs. I done took a couple things from him. So at the end of the day, man, it's going to be a good battle, and it's a rivalry. Yeah. So if you can't get up for this game, man, hey, you shouldn't even be playing basketball, man. So I'm all the way up for it. Wish I was putting the jersey on. I'm jitters, but hey, I wouldn't make it 2 times up the court right now, man. So I'm anxious to see how the guys respond. Yeah. I'm just saying, I know they're probably, I think, top 5 in the state. Yeah. So this will be a good challenge for us in this time of the year to actually dialogue and see where we at and see where we stand at with them.
So give me the couple of 3 things you got to do offensively, defensively to be successful here tonight.
I feel like, hey, stopping Lewis. Ain't that his name?
Yeah, Noah Lewis.
Noah Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis. That's the 3 things. He make them go. And if he's not going, they kind of stagnant. But when he's going, and he's been going this whole year and the time he's been up GW. So at the end of the day, I feel like if we can just contain him and make the others around them beat us, I mean, I like our chances. But, hey, man, Lewis, man, it's a big talent over there, man. I see him going high D1, man. I really do. I seen it. I know he can make it.
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good seeing you, man.
Same to you, man.
Ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item, and as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to gomart.com for more details.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Capitol High School gym here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News Television for this intercity rivalry between the George Washington Patriots and the Capitol High Cougars. Capitol homestanding tonight in their home white uniforms. Cougars across those jerseys, and in the dark jerseys tonight, the George Washington High School Patriots, the Hill written across front of the jersey. GW, big winner earlier this week against Huntington, and the Cougars come into this one at 2-3. JV game tonight, won by George Washington 47-37. Thanks for joining us tonight on 580 WCHS and on Metro News Television, on Metro News Television app. Butch Mounts working beside me here tonight, making things go on the video side. For George Washington, 7-0, they start 6'1" senior Jeff Harris, 6'7" junior Noah Lewis, 6'10" senior Gail Lamb, 6'1" junior Chuck Kelly, and 5'11" junior Matthew Mullen. Coach Rick Green will play about 11 players, and he said in that pregame interview, if you heard it, that no one's really separated themselves as far as playing themselves out of playing time. So they'll get a lot of play tonight. For Capitol, they're led by David Robinson, a fine junior, great football player. Devin Hale, Grant Barclay, the senior, Trey Tyson, and Trey Scruggs. The ball is up in the air and is controlled by George Washington as they head left to right here at Capitol High School tonight. Cougars open up in a man-on-man defense. Noah Lewis with the ball, goes to top of key to Lamb. Ball's on the floor, stolen by Barclay for Capitol. Here comes Barclay down the left side. His layup is no good, short. Rebound comes down to Noah Lewis. Gets it out to Chuck Kelly in between the circles. Kelly Guarded there by Scruggs. Gets it over on the right side. Shot there. No good by Jeff Harris. Rebound comes long to Capitol High. Here's David Robinson into the front court. To the corner. Now they're going to set it back up. Push the ball back on top to Devin Hale. Wears the white headband. Devin to Scruggs. Scruggs left side. Barclay in the corner. Now back to Robinson. Robinson with a spin move. They poke at the ball. Goes baseline. He shoots it up. Partially blocked there by Jeff Harris. GW takes the ball into the front court. That's Harris into the lane. They double team him. Gets the ball back to Matthew Mullen. Chuck Kelly. Pump fake. Baseline. Reverse layup. Good. Chuck Kelly, 6'1 junior, gets George Washington on the board at the 6:50 mark of the opening quarter. 2-0 GW. Hale with the ball out front. Man-on-man defense by George Washington. Stolen by the big man. Noah Lewis leads the break. 4-on-1. Back to Harris. Back to Kelly. Layup good. GW gets points off turnovers. 4-0 George Washington. We played 90 seconds. David Robinson brings the ball up the floor. Taps his head with his right hand. And we're going to get a timeout here by Capitol High School's Cookie Miller with 6:17 left in the opening quarter of play. 30-second timeout, and we'll take 30 seconds. Our score, GW 4, Capitol nothing. Back in 30 on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
Ready to hit the road with Gomart. Each month we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the Gomart app to see this month's featured item, and as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to Gomart.com for more details.
We're back after that quick timeout by Capitol. GW leads 4-0. Cookie Miller saw something that he didn't like offensively, so he gets a quick timeout for his young team. That's a good idea. Also sets up a little bit of offense. Trey Tyson touches the ball for the first time. Noah Lewis out there guarding him. GW's really played well with a lot of players this year. And Capitol just getting used to Cookie Miller. I mean, he got the job late, trying to get his team going in the right direction. That's a nice move there by David Robinson, and that's a very athletic move. Robinson to the basket on the right side, gets Capitol on the board. 5:29 left here in the first. 4-2 the score. Matthew Mullen over on the right side to Jeff Harris. Harris looks inside to Noah Lewis. Now back out to Mullen. Shifted on the left side to Chuck Kelly, who's got all four of George Washington's points. Kelly puts it on the floor, goes to the baseline, or goes to the basket. Left-hand layup good. How do you like Chuck Kelly? 6 points early for the Patriots, and it's 6-2 at the 5-minute mark of the opening quarter play. Robinson down low, finds Scruggs underneath the basket, and reverse layup good by Trey Scruggs. That was a nice feed from the top of the key by David Robinson. Draws Capitol to within 2. Jeff Harris left quarter court, now comes back toward the top of the key. Pass it to Noah Lewis. Lewis, jab step, goes baseline, spin move for Lewis, into the lane, got free, no good. It's tipped by Lewis, no. Ball comes out to Harris. They keep it alive for George Washington. The ball stolen away by Capitol's Trey Tyson. Tyson into the front court, slows. Cross court pass to Cam Harris. He drives the lane. His shot, no good. Out of bounds to George Washington. Full court man-on-man defense here by the Cougars. Now they drop back. And Chuck Kelly has the ball for George Washington, right quarter court. Top of the key to Harris. Ball nearly stolen by Barclay. Stepped into the passing lane. Stepped right in front of Gail Lamb. GW maintains possession. Kelly will bring it in at the midcourt. This Capital floor is only in its second season. New floor. In fact, they had to put in a second new floor. They had the new floor. They had a fire situation that damaged part of the new floor, had to put the floor in again. That was before last season. Delayed to start for the Cougars because of that. GW has it now after they cleaned up the floor a little bit there. Chuck Kelly, right side. Gail Lamb, open three, top of the key, good. Lamb off a screen, 13 points a game, 6'2" senior gets his first three of the game. GW lead lengthens to 5, 9-4, 3:40 mark in the opening quarter play. Robinson brings it up and he's fouled. Little too much contact from Jeff Harris. That's his first, team foul number 1. So Cougars bring it in. Harris to Robinson. Robinson, first team All-State football player. He's already getting some looks. He's going to have several D1 visits. Barclay hands it off to Trey Thomas, who hands it off to Robinson. 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. GW up 9-4. Robinson passes, ball tipped away by Noah Lewis and stolen, but stolen right back by Robinson. He's got an open teammate, that's Thomas, underneath the basket. His shot partially blocked by George Washington, and GW will come out of there with the ball. Harris up the floor to Lamb. Lamb with a 2 right inside on the right wing. Gail Lamb with 5 straight points. GW's lead now is 7, 11-4. Good defense there by George Washington. Rick Green said in the pregame, solid defense been the key to this 7-0 start. Here's Lamb, or here's Robinson driving to the basket on Lamb. He missed the shot, tough luck there. Rebound Noah Lewis. Out to Gail Lamb. Lamb across the midcourt. Lamb in the middle of the floor. Lamb all over the basket. Right hand shot, good, and a foul. Give Gail Lamb 7 straight points. Count the basket. And the foul is on Trey Tyson. That's his first. Team foul number 1. Gail Lamb's got 7 points. He can make it 8 straight and can give his team a 10-point lead. Jeff Harris, Chuck Kelly out. And in for GW, the fine 9th grader, Dominic Sprouse. And also in for GW is Savion Brown, the 6'1 senior. Lamb converts. 8 straight points for Gail Lamb there. 14-4 is the score. George Washington up. 2:10 left in the first quarter. Cougars Cam Harris. Matthew Mullen there on defense. Harris looking. Somebody to pass it to. Now he gets it back to Robinson. Savion Brown's got Robinson. He takes him to the basket. Layup good. Opened that floor up for David Robinson and took Brown right to the hole. Scored his 4th point, 14-6 at the 1:35 mark here in the opening quarter of play. Gail Lamb scored those 8 straight points. Ball passed on the baseline to Savion Brown. He misses the shot from the left. Rebound comes down to the Cougars. Trailing by 8 here in the first quarter. Robinson spin move. Robinson another spin move. Robinson to the basket. He's fouled by Savion Brown, and Robinson's going to shoot 2. Spread the floor, put him in the middle of it, and let him take it to the basket. That might be the best offense for Capital. Savion Brown has 1 foul, and that's 2 team fouls. A couple more substitutions going to check in here for GW. Also, Capital going to make a sub. Robinson shot up. No good. Noah Lewis checks out. Gail Lamb checks out. Kai Martin in. And King Smith in. So only 1 starter still in there for George Washington. That's Matthew Mullen. Robinson with the 2nd shot. Got it to go. Robinson with 5. cuts the lead to 14-7 with 1:15 remaining in the opening quarter of play. King Smith to Savion Brown. Brown, left side to Kai Martin. Top of the key to Mullen. Ball's on the floor, stolen away by Cam Harris, and Harris is fouled. That would have been a fast break right there for Barclay. Whistle the personal on Kai Martin. That's his first, team foul number 3. Matthew Mullen comes out, and GW brings in Tyler Maddox. So all subs for GW right now. Inside a minute to play in this first quarter, 14-7. George Washington with the lead. Capital looking to cut into that. Open 3, left side, Grant Barclay off the screen, no good. Rebound for George Washington. King Smith into the front court to Savion Brown. Brown at the foul line, he walked. Turned it over. Just got a little too fast there, going a little too fast. Turned the ball over. 35 seconds to play. Capital, top of the key to Scruggs. Scruggs throws it away. So with 19 seconds remaining, Capital gives out the ball. Could have held for a final shot there. Now the CFGW does the same. Savion Brown. 13 seconds. Gets by Cam Harris. Brown still dribbling. Looking for someone there. Goes to Maddox. Maddox to Dominic Sprouse. He's going to shoot a 3 at the buzzer. In and out. No good. Well, there's 1 second left. Here's a follow. No good. Shot it with about 1.8 seconds left. Follow. Also no good, and we've come to the end of the first quarter of play. GW on the road at Capital tonight, and Patriots lead after 1, 14-7. We're back in 1 minute here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro Television.
Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Time to begin the second quarter. GW leads Capital 14-7. High school basketball on METRONEWS TV is brought to you by GoMart, your hometown convenience store. Level up your cheering game. Head to GoMart.com to win everything you need to become the ultimate fan for your home team. Go for good times. Go for GoMart. Capital has the ball to begin the second quarter of play here on Metro TV and METRONEWS Television and 580 WCHS. GW's already gone deep into that bench. They bring a couple starters back here. In fact, all their starters to begin the second quarter of play. So you've got Jeff Harris, Noah Lewis, Gail Lamb, Chuck Kelly, Matthew Mullen back in there for the Patriots. And the original 5, we have 1 substitution here for Capital. Jamari Smith is on the floor. Cam Lewis with the ball now, left side Barclay. Barclay, the senior. Good shooter. They poke at it from behind, left baseline. Barclay up good. Grant Barclay with his first 2. 14-9. Minute into the second quarter. Harris for George Washington. Pulls up on his dribble with the left elbow. Now back to Matthew Mullen. Mullen guarded by Smith. He makes contact with David Robinson. Mullen goes down. Robinson called for the foul. That's the junior's first, and team foul number 1. Chuck Kelly will bring it in right beside Cookie Miller. Enjoyed catching up with him before the game. A lot of energy in Cookie when he played, and still a lot of energy in Cookie. Here's Harris. Goes in Lewis. Spin move. And going to call for a foul there. Thought maybe there might be a walk coming there, but Mike Lazo, the official there, calls Trey Tyson on a foul. That's his second team foul. Number 2 in the quarter. GW will bring it in. 6:41 left in the second quarter. Chuck Kelly inbounds from the baseline to the right of the basket into Gail Lamb and hits it through. Gail Lamb's got 11 points and sat out the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. 17-9, George Washington. GW still in that man-on-man defense. Barclay picked up by Mullen in the right corner. Mullen pokes at it, steals the basketball, saves it. What a great play by Mullen. And they get it down to Chuck Kelly. His shot is good. Wow. What great teamwork by George Washington. Matthew Mullen on the defensive end, and a great outlet pass to a streaking Chuck Kelly. And it's 19-9, GW with the lead over the Cougars. With 5:57 left in the second, here's Robinson making a move on Harris, driving to the basket. Over the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Harris. Harris gets it to Mullen. Mullen on the right side to Gail Lamb. Ball down to Noah Lewis. Now back to Lamb. Open three, good. 14 points. Gail Lamb already over his average here, and GW is up big, 22-9 with this 8-0 run here in the second quarter. Robinson. Right side to Tyson. Tyson, ball's on the floor. Cam Harris picks it up. They surround him. Good defense here again by George Washington. Matthew Mullen now switches off to take David Robinson, and Cookie Miller wants another timeout. And we'll take a 30-second timeout here. GW has gone on an 8-0 run in the last minute, and they lead Capital 22-9, 5:05 left in the second quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News Television. Gail Lamb with 3 threes, so that's 9 of his 14 points here tonight. Lamb playing well for George Washington as they lead Capital 22-9. And out of that timeout, Cookie Miller goes to his bench for a few players here. Ball passed on the left side. Devin Hale goes inside to Scruggs, and he's going to be fouled in the lane. And they called it on Matthew Mullen. That's his first. Team foul number 1. And Dominic Sprouse, 6'1" ninth grader, comes back in for George Washington. Mullen gets his first break of the game. Ball inbounded to Hale. Kai Wade handles the ball for the first time, guarded by Chuck Kelly. Back to Hale. Scruggs now with Noah Lewis. Calls the play. Gets a screen on the outside. Scruggs back to Hale. Now Hale nearly throws it away. Scruggs tries to save it. Ball's turned over. So Cookie Miller giving his some of his starters a blow here. goes into the bench. They turn the ball over, and GW looks to take advantage. Savion Brown back in there for George Washington. He'll play the point. Goes on the right side to Lamb against the man-on-man defense. Chuck Kelly looks inside. There's Noah Lewis cutting free on the right block, and Big Noah has his first points of the game. The GW leads here 24-9, 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Darius Thomas makes a move, and a charge is called. Thomas into Dominic Sprouse, and a charge is called. So Capital turns it over. Robinson comes back in the game for the Cougars. He leads Capital with 5 points on the evening. Savion Brown to Gail Lamb. Lamb picked up by Hale. Goes toward the lane. Now Chuck Kelly drives baseline out to Brown. Open three, good. Savion Brown. GW's lighting it up from three tonight. 27-9. Patriots. Robinson and Brown make contact, and they throw it away. Robinson was going to Hale there, and Brown was D'ing him up. Hale goes out, checking back in for the Cougars, Trey Tyson. 18-point lead here for GW, looking for its 8th straight win to begin the season. Savion Brown over to Gail Lamb. Lamb in between the circles. Lamb to Noah Lewis on the right wing. Lewis goes in the corner to Dominic Sprouse. Sprouse back out to Lamb. Lamb drives in the lane, back to Sprouse. Open three, left wing, short, no good. Rebound Noah Lewis on the weak side. Lewis puts it on the floor. Lewis, strong move to the basket. Missed it, tipped it up, and got it to go. Noah Lewis with his 4th point of the quarter. 29-9, George Washington. Rick Green will go back to his bench here with a 20-point advantage. Here's Robinson driving to the basketball, blocked by Noah Lewis on the help defense into the hands of Gail Lamb. Here's Lamb streaking down the middle. Spin move by Lamb, up and good. And they call on the clear out. So they call Lamb. They said he hooked with his arm, so they waved that off. They said on the spin move he hooked. So give Gail Lamb his first personal. Team foul number 2. That was a pretty move. But they got him on the hook on that spin move in the lane. 20-point lead for GW as Capital tries to attack offensively. Robinson, quick move, right side. He spins, makes contact. Nothing called there. Ball up and in for David Robinson with 7 for Capital. Long outlet pass. Comes into the front court, and the layup is good for King Smith, the 9th grader. Nice long baseball pass down to Smith, who beat the Cougar defenders down the floor. Lead back to 20, 31-11. 1:53 remaining in this opening half. In between the circles now, lob down to Robinson. Robinson to the basket, no good. Ball tipped out of there by GW, but regained by Capital. They're on the floor after it. Ball squirts out. Harris goes after it. Robinson goes after it, and Robinson gets it for Capital. Ball still on the floor, and now we're going to get a held possession. I think we had, of the 10 guys, I think at one time we had 8 guys on the floor there, hustling both teams. And on the alternate possession, it'll be George Washington's basketball. Stay tuned on 580 WCHS. We'll have a news update with Aaron Parker at the half. GW with a big lead here, 31-11. Jeff Harris handling things out front. And Capital's gone to a 2-3 zone now. Cougars having some problem on the man-to-man defense. Now they're going to a zone. Here's King Smith. Left-hand side to Dominic Sprouse. Robinson comes out to challenge him at the top of the 2-3. Now to Chuck Kelly. Over to Harris, drives baseline. Harris shoots it in the corner to Smith. Ball's on the floor, stolen by Capital. Robinson into the hands of Barclay. Barclay draws left baseline. Barclay shot up short, no good. Rebound gathered in there by King Smith. Smith across the timeline, stutter step into the middle of the lane. Smith shot short, no good. Rebound, Chuck Kelly cleans it up. That's what Chuck Kelly does. He's in double digits in the first half, 10 points, 33-11. GW with the lead. Here come the Cougars. Thomas to the basket, no, a block, and he'll shoot 2. Make that Trey Tyson, that'll shoot 2. Whistle the personal. On George Washington. Shot up, no good. That was Kai Martin there. Savion Brown back in, Jeff Harris out. 33-11. GW with the lead. Trey Tyson will get another shot here. 18.7 seconds left in the second quarter. Tyson will have a second shot here. Lefty. Shot up. In and out, no good, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Chuck Kelly. So Cougars will have it, 17.5 seconds left. Down 33-11. Barclay lobs it out to David Robinson. Checked by Savion Brown. Let's see if Robinson tries to get the final shot here. Drives in a little fadeaway with 9 seconds left. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Capital. Gets to the Barclay. 4 seconds left. Barclay to Robinson. Strong to the basket. Blocked from behind. GW picks it up, and that's the end of the first half. GW dominant in that second quarter, where they outscore Capital 19-4. 19-4 in that second quarter for a 33-11 lead. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with some halftime stats. 2 minutes. Once again, our score, George Washington 33, Capital 11. This is 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News TV.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Are you ready to make a difference? ResCare Community Living is looking for caregivers to provide compassionate, quality care to support individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Enjoy flexible schedules, comprehensive benefits, career advancement opportunities, daily pay options, and more. Text BEST LIFE to 97211 and start your career in caring.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item. And as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to gomart.com for more details.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
What a strong second quarter by the George Washington Patriots. They outscore Capital 19-4 to take a commanding 33-11 lead at the half against their city rival. Jeff Jenkins with you here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, Metro News Television. Butch Mounts, my producer on site for Metro News TV, and Matt Murphy back at 1111 Virginia Street East here in Charleston. For Capital, they are led tonight by David Robinson. Robinson with 7 points, but really little help beyond that. Grant Barclay has a 2, and also Trey Scruggs has a 2 for those 11 points for Capital. For GW, played a lot of players, Rick Green, that's what he does this year, and all contribute. Gail Lamb had a stretch there where he scored 8 straight points in the second quarter. So, Noah Lewis, arguably their best player, 6'7" junior. He only has 4 points tonight. Doesn't have to score tonight. These other guys are scoring big time. Gail Lamb with 14 points. Chuck Kelly with 10 points in the first half for George Washington. Savion Brown had a 3. King Smith had a 2. And Noah Lewis had those 4 points for the George Washington Patriots, looking to go 8-0 on the season. They hold a big lead at halftime over Capital, 33-11. Stay tuned. Coming up after this break will be a news update with Aaron Parker, and then we'll be back with the second half here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News Television.
Ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item. And as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to GoMart.com for more details.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Ready to make a difference? ResCare Community Living is looking for caregivers to provide compassionate, quality care to support individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Enjoy flexible schedules, comprehensive benefits, career advancement opportunities, daily pay options, and more. Text BEST LIFE to 97211 and start your career in caring.
It's January at Performance Pre-Owned Auto Outlet.
And our lot is jam-packed full of inventory.
If you can push it, pull it, or drag it, we'll give you at least $1,000 trade-in.
Let service keep your ride ready for bad winter weather. Mention this commercial and you'll get 10% off of your next service.
Stop and see us in Weston for a deal jam-packed full of savings.
Push, pull, or drag your trade-in for a guaranteed $1,000. Just 99 seconds off of exit 99.
Hello, I'm Chris Braley, owner of Braley Care Homes. What separates Braley Care Homes apart is that we focus on home. Home is where they want to be, and home is what we give them. We are licensed for 16 residents, which allows us to provide individual attention to those that need it. We prepare home-cooked meals in our country kitchen so they can have a sensory experience of that process. When I have a family member come to me and say, gosh, they seem to be so much calmer, or they're talking so much more, that means everything to me.
Braley Care Homes, where caring is our business.
When your vehicle is damaged in an accident, it's not only the damage, it's the inconvenience that's the problem. David Smith Frame and Body Shop has over 35 years experience in the business of not only fixing your vehicle correctly, but to work with your insurance company in helping arrange a rental. It's all in the experience of the people at David Smith Frame and Body Shop that make it a good experience for you.
I hope you don't need us, but if you do.
Like Pawpaw says, isn't it nice to know David Smith Frame and Body Shop is there for you?
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Get ready to hit the road with GoMart. Each month, we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the GoMart app to see this month's featured item. And as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to gomart.com for more details.
Fine. Ready for second half action here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News TV on the Metro News television app. Thanks for joining us tonight. Jeff Jenkins with you. And GW with a dominant performance in that first half. GW leading at the half 33-11. High school basketball on Metro News TV is brought to you by GoMart, your hometown convenience store. Level up your cheering game. Head to gomart.com to win everything you need to become the ultimate fan for your home team. Go for good times. Go for GoMart. Rick Green talking to his team in his huddle. Getting ready for this second half of action. GW really, their offense spurred by their defense. So as well as they're playing defense right now, and you couple that with their shooting, tough to handle. And this is a GW team. These are kids that have been in the program several years. There's some young kids that are playing, a couple of ninth graders, but this is kind of a GW team that you think about, that you think of George Washington, and long many years of a good program, excellent program from Rick Green. This is kind of that kind of team. Teams know, the players know their roles, like Chuck Kelly on the defensive end, driving to the basket. Kelly shoots it and scores it. Just like he began the game with a bucket, he begins the second half with a bucket. Kelly with 12, 35-11. George Washington, David Robinson, left side, shot up with the right hand, good. The lefty put it up with his right hand, and he's got 9 points. 9 of his team's 13. Noah Lewis, the junior, big man for George Washington, into the lane, little spin move in, scoop shot, no good. Ball comes to Lewis on the rebound, goes back at it, and the ball squirts out of there to Capital. Grant Barclay, front court, David Robinson. Robinson in front of the foul line, shot in and out, no good. Ball chased down in the corner by Jeff Harris for George Washington. Harris challenged there by Scruggs, now to Kelly. Kelly one dribble, gets Barclay up in the air, shot good, and a foul. Chuck Kelly feeling it tonight, folks. He's got 14. And he's going to go to the line, try to complete the three-point play. Whistle the foul there on Scruggs. And Chuck Kelly's shot is good at the line. 15 for Chuck Kelly. 38-13. Played just about a minute here in the second half. Robinson, crossover dribble, gets by Kelly. Hands it off down there to Tyson. He puts it up and scores it. Trey Tyson with his first 2 of the contest. Jeff Harris into the front court quickly for GW. Stutter step, loses the ball out of bounds and off of Capital. So Capital's got in there David Robinson, Devin Hale, Grant Barclay, Cam Harris, and Trey Scruggs for Cookie Miller's team. Kelly throws it in to Lewis. He hands it back out to Kelly. Gail Lamb had 14 in the first half. Got the ball now. Drives to the basket from the left. Didn't stop him on the dribble. Took it to the hole. 16 points for Gail Lamb. 40-15. Lead grows for the Patriots. Now on his drive to the basket, Robinson's fouled by Matthew Mullen. It's his second personal. Team foul number 1. Barclay lobs it in to Robinson. We'll make that Tyson. Then he hands it back to Robinson, right quarter court, out of Barclay. They've held him in check here tonight. Gail Lamb's done a nice job on him. Scruggs against Lewis. Ball's on the floor. And Capital loses it out of bounds. Capital applying some pressure here. Down 40-15. Jeff Harris, front court. Gail Lamb, top of the key, pushes it to the right side to Matthew Mullen. Mullen looks down inside, gets a cutting. Gail Lamb shot no good, but Scruggs had him with the body and fouled him. Scruggs' second foul. Team foul number 2. And Gail Lamb travels to the charity stripe. Lamb at the free throw line, up and good. 17 points for Gail Lamb. And on the season, Gail is a 68% free throw shooter. Looked about 90% on both of those. Hit them both. 18 points for Gail Lamb. 42-15 GW. Dominant. It was a 14-7 game at the end of the quarter, but since then, this is a pretty amazing run by George Washington. Capital gets the ball into the lane. It's going to be a foul on GW. Ball passed in the quarter to Robinson. 42-15. Robinson back out to Scruggs for 3. No good. Rebound, Tyson. Left baseline. Nice little drop step move by Tyson. Gets the defender up in the air and gets it up and in. He has 4 points in the half. Gail Lamb open. Left corner 3. Rolls it around the rim. No good. Noah Lewis puts it on the floor. He's fouled and we're called on the floor. So since the first quarter of play, (28-10) run for GW since the opening quarter. 42-17 they lead. Chuck Kelly will bring it in to the left of the basket. Gets the ball from Michael Azzo. Throws it in the Lamb. Lamb out to Noah Lewis. Now to Jeff Harris. Harris pulls up in front of the foul line. Pump fake. Lewis sprinting to the basket. It's going to be called for a travel. So Rick Green's going to get a couple of subs in there. Calling more players up, head into the game. Dominic Sprouse has checked in at that last dead ball. GW plays Parkersburg coming up on Saturday. Grant Barclay drives to the basket from the right side. Barclay's got his 4th point. Got by the GW defenders, took it right to the basket. 42-19. GW with the big lead here. Chuck Kelly, guarded by Cam Harris. Out to Dominic Sprouse, now to Kelly. Left corner, top of the key, Jeff Harris. Picked up by Barclay. Stops at the left elbow, back to Kelly, top of the key. Land, catch, and shoot 3, good. Gail Lamb with 21 continues to knock it down from 3-point territory. He's hitting from all sides of the floor, both sides of the floor, and from the top of the key there. Cam Harris for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Lamb. GW up 45-19. Lamb fouled. Maybe that's the best way to keep him from scoring. Barclay make contact out near the midcourt line. So foul on Grant. That's his first, team foul number 4. GW makes wholesale substitutions. Noah Lewis, Gail Lamb, Chuck Kelly go to the bench. Savion Brown comes in. You got Dominic Sprouse in there. Also, King Smith is in the ball game. Kai Martin's in. And that layup is good by Savion Brown. Off of the inbound. Brown with 5, 47-19. Big lead for the GW Patriots. Barclay, little give and go. That's a nice job. Gets it underneath to Tyson. He missed the layup, gets his own rebound, works it back in, and he's got a half dozen in the half. Tyson. 47-21. Capital will play hard. Rick Green said that in the pregame, as did Cookie Miller. Even though they trail here by a large number of points. Savion Brown right side for GW. Back to Harris. Harris into the lane. Harris slips, keeps the ball alive. Back to Brown. Brown's going to drive to the basket. There's contact, no foul. Comes down to Brown. Brown gets it out to Dominic Sprouse. Thought about it. Goes to King Smith. He's fouled from behind by Barclay. Yeah, there's some contact here, but this is a officiating crew that lets you play a little bit. That's what's happening here. That's Barclay. That's the 5th foul. Got down. So he's going to send 5 fouls in the quarter, so that sends King Smith to the line. A couple of freshmen getting a lot of playing time. Dominic Sprouse, King Smith. A lot of playing time for George Washington. King Smith has 2 shots here. Shot up and good. King Smith's got 3 points on the night. GW also brings in Tyler Maddox. You got Maddox, Sprouse, Martin, Savion Brown, and King Smith. Smith's second shot also good. 4 points on the night for King Smith. 49-21. 2:40 left here in the third. GW with the big lead. Robinson to the basket. Up and good. David Robinson. Got by Kai Martin there. Robinson with 11. Has 11 of his team's 23. Right side to King Smith. Guarded by Scruggs. Now back to Dominic Sprouse. Maddox. Savion Brown. Top of the key in between the circles. Spin move by Brown. Now all the way to the basket. Good. Well, Savion Brown now. He'll take it to the basket for you. He's got 7. 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 51-23. GW picks up right where they left off after the first half. Trey Tyson. He has scored 6 points in this third quarter. Top of the key to Barclay. Barclay drives left side. Good. Guys, defender up in the air. Grant Barclay with a half dozen. 51-25 now. Steal for the Cougars. Up to the basket, no good, and a foul is going to be called. A block. You got Dominic Sprouse on that. That's his first. And Rick Green's going to bring all the starters back in with 90 seconds left here in the half, or in the quarter. But not before. We've got Trey Tyson with a couple of shots here. It's a third team foul on George Washington with 90 seconds left in the third. GW up 51-25. Tyson with 6 points, all in this quarter. Make it 7. Here comes all the George Washington starters back. Mullen, Harris, Lamb, Lewis, and Chuck Kelly. Tyson's second shot. In and out, no good. High off the rim. Score stands at 51-26. 1:25 remaining in the third. Kelly, top of the key against Scruggs. To Matthew Mullen. Right side to Gil Lamb. Lamb puts it on the floor. Spin move. Kicks it back out. Noah Lewis drives down the lane. Layup, no good. But a foul is called. And that's on Grant Barclay. That's Barclay's third. And that's going to send Noah Lewis to the line for the first time tonight. Noah Lewis, 6'7" junior. One of the top players in the state. Great offseason by Noah. Getting a lot of looks, has several offers already. Short there. Barclay goes out of the game, and Levi Lewis comes in for the Cougars. Shot up. It's good for Noah Lewis. Lewis with 5 points on the night. 1:06 remaining in the third. 52-26. GW. Here's David Robinson to the basket. Good, and a foul. Nice strong move. Matthew Mullen whistled. That's his third. Team foul number 4. Dominic Sprouse will come in for Mullen. And Robinson, who made the shot, will now get one shot here. 13 points for Robinson. Shot by Robinson, no good. Rebound, Jeff Harris. Inside a minute to play, third quarter. 52-28, and Robinson's going to be called for the foul. A lot of contact. Now, this crew will let you bump around a little bit, but that was a little too much even for this crew. So that'll send George Washington to the line here. Jeff Harris, who has not scored here on the night. Shot up, no good. Now, how good is GW's bench? You got 2 starters GW haven't scored. Jeff Harris, Matthew Mullen, and another starter, Noah Lewis, only has 5 points. Good for Harris. He's on the board. 53-28. GW with the lead. Capital with the ball. Robinson in the lane. Distributes. Goes to Scruggs. Lays it up and in. Capital's been a little better here the last couple of minutes. 4 points for Scruggs. 53-30. Chuck Kelly. Dominic Sprouse. 3 short. No good. Right side. Rebound, Gal Lamb, his follow, no, but he'll go to the line. And that foul's on Levi Lewis. That's his first. We're way past the 5 team fouls. Game slowed up a little bit here with these fouls. Pass along the score to you. Parkersburg 46, St. Albans 40 at the end of the third quarter. Of course, we saw St. Albans defeat Hurricane the other night. Gail Lambs hit 2 foul shots here. His 22nd and 23rd point of the evening. And the lead is 25, 55-30. Robinson for Capital. Goes in the right corner there to Trey Tyson. Tyson to the basket. Good, and a foul. GW fouls Robinson, give him the points. Robinson's got, or give Tyson the points. He's got 9. Chance to make it 10 here. With 13 seconds remaining. Shot in and out, no good. Rebound, Noah Lewis. GW up 55-32, inside 10 seconds to play, and a foul near midcourt by Robinson will send Jeff Harris to the line to shoot 2 shots before we get the quarter over. We're back with you on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, coming up Monday night. There's a shot, no good. It'll be Hurricane in action against Parkersburg Monday night. Chris Lawrence scheduled to have the call. And Jeff Harris missed both free throws for George Washington, and back comes Capital, trailing 55-32. Scruggs drives hard to the basket, at the buzzer, no. And we come to the end of the third quarter of play. GW, big lead over Capital. The score 55-32. We'll be back in 1 minute on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News Television.
Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Back here at Capitol High School, we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Jeff Jenkins with you tonight. GW leading Capitol 55-32. High school basketball on Metro News TV is brought to you by GoMart, your hometown convenience store. Level up your cheering game. Head to GoMart.com to win everything you need to become the ultimate fan for your home team. Go for good times. Go for GoMart. Nice of the Metro News television folks to join us tonight on 580 WCHS. GW will bring the ball in. They've got their starters back in here. Jeff Harris, Chuck Kelly, Noah Lewis. And a charge is called on Jeff Harris to open the quarter here. Nice job there by Darius Thomas of Capitol sitting in and taking that charge. So the turnover goes to Capitol. Cougars trail here by 23 points. Played a little better down the stretch. In fact, GW just outscored Capitol 22-21 in the third quarter. Sherbert Green challenges his team to finish strong here. Gail Lamb guarding Trey Tyson. Ball now to Cam Harris. Harris goes to Darius Thomas. Thomas guarded by Dominic Sprouse. Thomas goes back to Tyson. Tyson against Chuck Smith. Going to take him to the basket. Layup no good. Rebound Darius Thomas up and in on the follow. Weak side rebound. Darius Thomas gets his first two of the contest. 55-34. Sprouse into the front court. Hangs it to Chuck Kelly. Kelly to Gail Lamb. Lamb has the ball poked away from him. Ball is kicked. Mark Akers with the call. Ball kicked in the backcourt. And GW will have it. Just to the right of their bench. Chuck Kelly's had a great game all around defensively. 15 points offensively. With this 55-34 lead. Harris falls down on the far side. There's one player that maybe struggled a little bit tonight. It's been Jeff Harris. Just a little bit. Back in David Robinson for the Cougars. .640 left in the contest. 55-34. GW with the lead on the strength of a 19-4 second quarter. Here's David Robinson's shot. No good from 8 feet away on the right side. Rebound comes down to Noah Lewis into the hands of Dominic Sprouse. Sprouse to Gail Lamb. Lamb double teamed in the left quarter court, and they tie him up, but a foul is going to be called. That's Trey Tyson. It's Tyson's third. Team foul number 1 in this quarter. Kelly brings it in the backcourt to Jeff Harris. Harris gets by the defender. Thomas gets him in the lane, puts it up. No, but he'll be awarded 2 free throws after the foul. That is whistled on Trey Tyson. Jeff Harris shot up and good. Harris has a couple of free throws on the night. Harris for the year. The second shot from the charity stripe, 90%. Yeah, pretty good. Hit them both there. So Harris has 3 points on the evening. Ball's on the floor, and we've got a held ball. Capital ends into the floor, and Capital will maintain possession. 57-34. GW with the big lead. 6:02 left in the fourth. There is Thomas. GW defense comes out to challenge Harris. They say Harris too close, given the personal. That's team foul number 2 on George Washington. Ball on the right side to the corner. That's Cam Harris. Back to Scruggs. Scruggs left corner. Pass goes to Tyson. Tyson to the basketball. Shot blocked out of there by Noah Lewis. Into the hands of Harris. Here's Harris sprinting. Right side layup stripped away by Robinson. Barclay chases it out of bounds. Back to Robinson. Robinson pushes it into the front court. Gets into the middle of the floor. Takes a shot from 6 feet away. No good. Rebound. Noah Lewis. Lewis steps through the defender. Down to Jeff Harris. Harris. Layup good. Good hustle there by George Washington. Harris gets him one. He's got 5 points, his first field goal of the night, and then a foul now on the Capital end of the floor. Block called against George Washington. Barclay will inbound on the far side. 59-34, his team trails. Gets the ball into Scruggs. Scruggs looking. Now right side to Cam Harris. Harris puts it on the floor. Top of the key to Grant Barclay. Barclay drives the right side of the lane. His shot blocked. Rebound goes into the hand of Tyler Maddox. Here's Maddox going to the basket. Maddox layup short, no good. Rebound Scruggs. Scruggs out to Tyson. Tyson, stutter step. Tries to get some separation. Gail Lamb is going to back it back out of there. David Robinson with a runner from the right side, no good. A rebound to Cam Harris on the foul. Knocked Jeff Harris out of there. He'll be called on the personal. 4:44 left. Harris will come out. Savion Brown in. 3 personal fouls on the Cougars. GW at 59-34. Noah Lewis, right block. And that's almost automatic for Lewis when he gets it in that deep. Noah Lewis with 7. 61-34, Gail Lamb. Ball's to Robinson, kick out. Cam Harris, 3 from the right side, no good. Rebound, Gail Lamb for George Washington. Lamb pushes the ball into the front court. Lamb to the basket. Its shot is blocked by Harris, and Lamb will go to the line for a couple here. So you have both Scruggs in there with Harris, and they call Scruggs. That's his 3rd. Team foul number 4, so the next foul by Capital is going to put GW at the line for the rest of the game, shooting 2 shots. Gail Lamb in. Lamb with 24 tonight. Matthew Mullen comes in. Also Kai Martin, Chuck Kelly out. Noah Lewis out. Second shot, no good, short by Lamb. Here comes Capital. Trailing 62-34. David Robinson made a nice move. Man, he is a talented player. Robinson with 15. 62-36. Savion Brown, offensive end for GW, dumps it off to Kai Martin. That was pretty too. Kai Martin with his first 2. Give the assist to Savion Brown. 64-36. GW with the lead. We approach the 3:30 mark. Robinson glides to the basket, right side, no. And the ball is pushed out of bounds by Capital. Wholesale substitutions now for George Washington. Gail Lamb comes off. Savion Brown comes off. So you've got Maddox in there also into the game for the first time as DJ Spencer for GW. Kai Martin hands to the aforementioned Spencer. And he jogs it up the floor with the ball. Sets it up, knows he wants to run here. Over to Matthew Mullen. He drives hard to the basket, leaves it short. Rebound comes down to Cam Lewis. Lewis in the front court to Darius Thomas. Darius Thomas thought about a turnaround jumper. Didn't take it. Goes to David Robinson behind his back on the left side. Robinson goes through traffic, forces contact, and he's fouled. And he'll shoot 2. Pick that personal up on Tyler Maddox. It's his first. Here's the shot. It's short and then rolls across the rim for Robinson. No good. Second shot coming. 64-36. Lead 28. Make it 27. For George Washington as Robinson hits the second shot, 16 points. 3-minute mark here left in the game. GW headed toward its 8th win of the season to start the year. Hey, there'll be a write-up on this game at WVMetroNews.com later. Our own Greg Carey is here staffing it. So there'll be a game story at the website. Pass goes to the right side. Now Dominic Sprouse for 3, airballed it. That was actually King Smith who airballed it, but right in the hands of Kai Martin, and Kai Martin puts it up and in. So Martin with 2. We're going to take a 30-second break right now, and after Capital gets a timeout, and the score with 2:35 left in the contest, it's George Washington 66, Capital 37. We're back in 30 seconds on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News Television.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Okay. 66-37. Back with the ball out of the timeout. Capitol High Cougars. Shot is missed. And back comes George Washington with a big lead. All subs in right now for GW. These guys, again, they play a lot of basketball. DJ Spencer from the right corner, no good. Kai Martin with the rebound. Had it blocked out of there. And Trey Thompson comes down with the basketball for the Cougars. David Robinson goes to the basket, no good. And the ball stripped away out of bounds. It would belong. They said it went off of Capital, so GW will have the ball. 1:56 remaining. GW back in action coming up on Saturday against Parkersburg. Chris Lawrence will have the call coming up Monday nights for Hurricane and Parkersburg. A week from tomorrow night, we've got the Reds Caravan at the Civic Center Coliseum. We'll have that live broadcast here on 580 WCHS. King Smith down the right side of the lane. Kai Martin, ball stolen by Robinson. Comes David Robinson into the front court. A nice defensive play there by Tyler Maddox. We're going to call a foul on Maddox. Pretty good job, though, getting the basketball. But giving the personal. 1:30 remaining. GW with the lead, 66-37. David Robinson, shot no good. He's had the ball way up there, at least 75% of the time for the Cougars tonight. Robinson hits the second shot. He's got 17, and he'll check out for the night. Gets a handshake from head coach Cookie Miller. And we got more subs into the game here to finish this out. Charlie Castle in for George Washington. Castle gets it over to Kai Martin. Martin hands off to DJ Spencer. Left quarter court to Martin, down at the right elbow. Turnaround there by Amar Moshmosh is thrown away by Capital. Right side three is good for Levi Lewis for Capital. Not many threes tonight for the Cougars. They get one there. 66-41. Inside a minute to play here at Capital High School. GW will move to 8-0 on the season. We'll have some GW players up here to talk to afterward, along with Rick Green. Kai Martin to the basket. Layup good. Nice move there by Martin. He's got a half dozen on the night. 68-41. Levi Lewis will try to give him another one here. Got a three, missed the two. And the rebound comes down to George Washington's Caden Welch. And that's going to do it. They're going to dribble it out. And GW is going to come across town and pick up its 8th win of the season. The final score in dominating fashion, George Washington 68 and the Capital Cougars 41. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with some post-game action here, including a couple interviews with the George Washington players. Once again, the final score, GW is 68, Capital 41. Back in 1 minute on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston, and Metro News Television.
Ready to hit the road with Gomart. Each month we're featuring a special item to fuel your journey and score you bonus reward points in our Road to Rewards promotion. Each purchase earns you a token, so load up and keep cruising toward big rewards. Plus, the top 25 token earners each month will receive 5,000 additional bonus reward points. Check the Gomart app to see this month's featured item, and as always, earn additional savings on products store-wide with reward member exclusives. Go to Gomart.com for more details.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
We're back at Capital High School, where George Washington is victorious tonight, 68-41 over Capital. GW 8-0 to begin the season. And as we get the GW players up here, we want to remind you here tonight that high school basketball on Metro News Television, brought to you by Gomart, your hometown convenience store. Level up your cheering game. Head to Gomart.com to win everything you need to become the ultimate fan for your home team. Go for good times. Go for Gomart. All right. GW players are here. We're going to talk to them. Savion, let's get Savion Brown in here. Savion, congratulations on the victory, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thought really good energy tonight. Do you think how important is the defense turning into offense for this team?
Well, if we're playing really good defense and they can't score on our defense, so then even on the offensive side, because we got guys who can shoot the ball, play inside, just put the ball in the basket.
What do you like about this? There's a lot of you guys are playing. They're going in deep into the bench. You know, guys in and out, putting different parts in. It seems to be working really well.
Yes, sir. We're just deep. But when we're playing other teams who's playing 6, 7, 8 guys, and we're playing 9 and 10 before the half is over, like, it's just good to have fresh legs nonstop. And we got all 10 guys can play and just go out there and play.
Key second quarter. You had a real strong second quarter here tonight. Jumped out on them. Was that mostly defense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, defense playing well. How are you doing? I mean, obviously.